Hi everybody, Mrs. Wild here. We're on a little bit of a different view today. Look, you can see me in the background and you can see me here. So guys, if you are working with us from year 4, you are going to need this booklet. It says week 4 and today we are looking at bar graphs and pictograms part 1. So you need to open it up to lesson 1. If you haven't got this booklet, don't worry, you can still use this video, not a problem at all, because I'm going to be putting it all up on the board. All right, so let's share my screen. I hope you're all okay, by the way. Share my screen. Bar graphs and pictograms. Bar graphs and pictograms. So today we are looking at bar graphs and pictograms. First thing, we've got a starter, guys. I want you to half these numbers. Remember, halving means dividing by 2. Dividing by 2. So half these numbers, pause the video, and then come back for the answers. You ready? Pause. Welcome back. Let's see how you did. So let's mark it. Did you manage it? Half of 10 was 5, half of 8 was 4, half of 6 was 3, half of 20 was 10, and so on and so forth. I'll let you have a quick check of those and mark them now. That's it. Marking away. Brilliant. Fabulous. Well done. Okay, let's look at the next one. If you didn't have time to finish marking it, just pause it, guys. That's what's the great thing about a video. Okay, we're now going to double these numbers. So doubling is the same as timesing by 2. Timesing by 2. So you are doubling these numbers. It's the same again. So it'd be 3 add 3, 7 add 7, 8 add 8, or 8 times 2. So pause the video now and double these numbers. Pause. Okay, welcome back. I hope you've paused it and I hope you've got the right answers. Let's check. Here we are. So let's mark it. Did you double all these numbers correctly? This one here, 326 doubled. That was challenging. If you did double 6, you know that was 12. And then it must obviously continue on. So that's quite a challenging one. Double 26 is 52. Double 300 is 600, so it's 652. That one was a challenging one, guys. I hope you managed it. If not, don't worry. This is what it's all about. We're learning as we go. Okay, if you've not had time to finish that, guys, don't worry about it. You will be able to come back and just pause it and mark again. Right, what is data? This is super important. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to come over to my board. What is data, guys? So what is it? What's data? Let's see if anybody knows the answer. So I found the definition. Data is facts and statistics collected together for reference and analysis. So you will have collated together a load of facts and statistics for people to look at and talk about. Basically, that's what it is. Okay? What is a pictogram? What is a pictogram? You've done this in year 1, guys. So you should have done pictograms lots of times now, year 1, year 2, and year 3. So pictograms are just pictorial representations of the statistics or the facts that people put together on a chart, a graph, or a computer screen. So it is showing data using pictures. That's basically what a pictogram is. Okay? And what is a bar chart or a bar graph? They're the same thing. You just might see them used, both those words, bar chart or bar graph. So it's a diagram which the numerical values of variables, oh, that's complicated, are represented by the height or length of lines or rectangles of equal widths. Basically, it's bars to show data. Okay, so you use bars to show data. Pictogram, pictures to show data. Bar chart or bar graph, bars to show data. We've got this. You are going to have a great lesson. I know it. So, let me pop along. There we go. Here is a pictogram. I know you can all see that on your screen now. Here is a pictogram. And it shows the number of ice cream sold in a shop. So before we do anything, this is what I always do. I get my pencil and I write in things to help me to really understand this pictogram. So I've got my ice cream flavours here. You can see that, can't you? They're my flavours: vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, mint chocolate chip. Ooh, in my belly. Number of ice creams sold. So the first thing I need to do is look at the key. 1 ice cream equals 2 ice creams. So 1 picture of an ice cream equals 2 ice creams. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, and I write it here just to help me out. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I've got 2, but then I've got a half one here. And I know that it's half of this. So it's half of 2, 1. So I've got 2 and 1, I have 3 here. And my mint choc chip is currently blank. So that's going to help me, guys, while I'm answering questions. I've really started to understand the pictogram. So I've just realised I've got it up here and I haven't added on my extra bits. So let me do that now. 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 3. That'll just help me while I'm adding these in. So let's have a look at the first question. How many vanilla ice creams were sold? Oh, well, that's easy. I go to vanilla, I have a look at the number of ice creams sold, and I see my answer is 8. I can answer that now. We can answer that together, can't we? B. The shop sold 6 chocolate ice creams. What mistake has Annie made? So I look at chocolate, and I know that my total is 12. So why does she think that it sold 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Annie thinks that the ice creams are just representing 1 ice cream. She's not looked at the key. So I would write here, she hasn't looked at the key. 1 ice cream. 1 ice cream equals 2, not 1. There you go. So let's look at the next question. How many chocolate ice creams were sold? So I'm going to look at chocolate. And I now know, look, I've already got my total in. It is 12. How many strawberry ice creams were sold? So I'm looking at my strawberry. I can see there it is 3. Oh, brilliant. I love it when there's these buns. Complete the pictogram to show 7 mint choc chip ice creams were sold. Oh, I love mint choc chip. So 7 of them. But 1 ice cream equals 2. So I'm going to draw 1. So that's 2, 4, 6. But I want 7. Look, 7. So what sort of picture do I need to draw now? What fraction of an ice cream? Tell me. Half, correct. Half of 1. There's my half. So I've got there, that shows 7. Right. Let's keep going. So that's all pictographs. We've just looked at pictograms, or pictographs, however you want to say them. So we've looked at some pictograms. We're now going to look at a bar chart. So here's bar chart. What could you tell me about that picture? Well, not very much, could you? You could tell me that there's 3 separate things. The colours might mean something. It could be people's favourite colours. These could be 1, 2, 3 people. That could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could be 1, 2, 3, 6 people. But why don't we know much about this? Correct. Because there's nothing written here or here to give us any more information. So let's keep going. Let's see if we can add some. What could you tell me now? What could you tell me now? So we now know that this means red. So this bar is red. This bar is blue. This bar is silver. This is for 3. That goes for 5. And that is obviously representing 6. But what could it mean? Red what? Is it cars? Is it favourite colour? Is it hair colour? Is it colour of your shoes? Colour of your socks? Who knows? And the problem we've got is that the title is missing. So we might have some labels, but we've not really got much else going. So let's keep it going now. Now what can you tell me? This is now number of cars and the car colour. So we've got even more information now, haven't we? We've labelled our axes. This here and this here is an axis, and I'm going to show you what they mean. The horizontal line here is the x-axis, and the vertical one here is the y-axis. I find it easier to remember that a y stands up tall, so that must be my long axis, my vertical one, and then my x one is my horizontal. So we still, though, don't really know the question that's been asked. Was it number of cars in an hour? Was it number of cars from a group of people? So let's keep it going. The title here now has really helped us. Number of different coloured cars in a car park. So I now know the number of cars and I now know the car colour. And before I do anything, I'm going to add some information to this graph. I'm going to add my totals in. So I know that my red is 3, because look, that's what it goes up to on the scale. My blue one is 5, and my silver one is 6. So I've got some totals, and I've said here, can you think of some questions you could ask about this bar graph? So I'd like you to pause it and come up with some questions. Write them down. What questions could you ask? Off you go. Pause the video. Okay, welcome back. So you could have said, how many red cars were there? How many blue cars were there? How many silver cars were there? How many cars were there all together? How many blue and silver cars were there all together? How many more silver cars were there than red cars? All of these are great questions, and I bet you've come up with even more. Right, here are your features of your bar chart. First, your title. Your title tells you what the bar chart is about. The bars show the number of data, the number in the data. Your x-axis labels the bars, labels the information. Your y-axis describes the information. And your scale, which is your numbers here, tells us how many. So really think about that, guys. You might want to refer back to this slide when we've done some more. Right, let's have a look. We've got a bar chart on here now. We've got some questions, but let's first analyse the bar chart. Forget what the questions are telling us. Let's add in some totals. So we know this is Laurel's class favourite fruit from last year. We have got our scale at the side of number of children. So I know that the number of children like apple is 9. I already know that because I'm just adding my totals in. Banana is 7. Pear is 6. And kiwi is 8. So I've now added a bit of information, so when I answer questions, it might help me. Which fruit was the most popular? Oh, well, most popular means most people like it, so it would have the most votes. And I can see that the most votes is apple with 9, so I would write apple. Which fruit was the least popular? So that means had the least amount of votes. The least number that's on my screen is 6, and that is pear. And then finally, how many children chose the banana? So I need to look for the banana, look at what my total is for banana, and it is 7. So these are just some questions. They were nice and easy questions, but it helped me to pick the data out of the bar graph. Right. I am putting this on the screen. I like this one. It says, you've got this in your booklet. If you don't, use my screen to help you. Use the clues to label the bar chart. The number of Huddersfield Town supporters is half the number of Halifax Town supporters. More people support Halifax Town than any other team. More people support Manchester United than Leeds United, and there is one less supporter of Bradford City than Halifax Town. Here you have your labels: Bradford City, Leeds United, Huddersfield Town, Manchester United and Halifax Town. And you are labelling your x-axis, you are labelling your bars, but using the information here. I want you to have a go. It took me a little bit of time to do this, and that's okay. pause the video and have a go at labeling the bars using the information. You can do this. Pause the video now. Okay, welcome back. Now I've got the answers on the next slide, but I want to show you how I got there. So I'm going to show you what I did first. So I have the number of Huddersfield Town supporters is half the number of Halifax. So before I do anything, I'm going to put my totals in. 3, 6, 4, 8, 7. So I can see now, it says half the number there. So I've got 6 and 3 and 8 and 4, but I don't know which one that could be. So I'm going to leave that for first one. I'm going to look at this one. More people support Halifax Town than any other team. Well, that's easy. That must be number 8 there. So this must be Halifax Town. Because I know that is the one that has the most supporters. It says more people, sorry, that's that one. Then it says, I can go back to the first one now, so I can go back to number 1 here. The number of Huddersfield Town supporters is half the number of Halifax Town. So I know it can't be, yeah, it's half the number of Halifax Town. Well, I know this is Halifax Town. Half of that number is 4. So this is Huddersfield Town. I'm just going to write Hud Town. So I know, using all my information here, that helped me. More people support Manchester United than Leeds United, but I've got 3 left here. And I'm not sure if it's 7, 6 or 3, so I can't answer that yet, but I can answer this one. There is 1 less supporter of Bradford City than Halifax Town. Well, I know where Halifax Town is, so Bradford City is 1 less. 1 less than 8 is 7, so this must be Bradford City. Just going to put it like that for now, so I've answered that. And then this is now a nice and easy one. This is my last one here. More people support Manchester United than Leeds United. So this must be Man U because it's got more. And this must be Leeds. Okay, I'm going to put the next slide on and you can check. That's how I did it last time. I'm going to let you really think that through. Be marking your work and having a think about it. Okay, pause the video if you need to. I'm going to stop screen sharing now for you to see my face. Stop my screen share. Right, guys, you're doing a really great job. I'm so proud of you. You are working really hard. So I hope that's been an okay first lesson, introducing pictograms and bar charts. And I'll see you tomorrow for our next lesson. See you later.